Hello everyone, welcome to all the students in the section approach project. I am Ramtek ES from HGM College Karad, which is branch of Rayat Shikshan Sanstha. This lecture is conducted for Rayat Online School Education, that is the ROJ project in 2021 to 22. This is the 12th standard ROJ project. Subject biology. So related to the biology, from continuation of chapter inheritance and variation. This is the third chapter. From the continuation of this chapter, today we are going to start here a linkage and crossing over, sex linkage and autosomal inheritance. In autosomal inheritance, here is we learn widow's-peak and another one is phenylketonuria, that is PKU. These all points we will discuss in this lecture. So let us start first point in this lecture, that is the linkage and crossing over. So let's start linkage and crossing over. So first of all, we need to understand what exactly the meaning of linkage. So see here, tendency of genes of two or more genes present on the same chromosome that are inherited together is known as linkage. Okay, understand? See here again, linkage. Linkage means tendency, a capacity or capability of genes of two or more genes. Okay, tendency of genes, in the tendency of genes there is a two or more genes present. So on the same chromosome, this gene on the same chromosome that are inherited together is known as linkage. Inherited together means to transfer genetic character from one part to the another part. Okay, then this is known as linkage. Okay, then this linkage term was first discovered in plants by Batson and Punnett. Okay, and in animals by T.H. Morgan. So in related to the plants, this linkage term was discovered by Batson and Punnett. Okay, then in related to the animals, this linkage term was given by T.H. Morgan. Okay, so let us understand what is the meaning of linkage or the linked gene. Okay, so see, chromosomes are carrier in heredity. Chromosome, what chromosome carrier? Chromosome are carriers of heredity. These genes have tendency to be inherited together. Such genes called linked genes. Okay, again see, linkage means a capacity of genes. These genes two or more present on the same chromosome. These two or more genes are present on the same chromosome. That tendency are together inherited, it is known as linkage. Okay, then a linked genes mean chromosomes are a carrier heredity. Okay, chromosomes are responsible for to carry the heredity, and these genes have tendency to inherited together. Such genes are called as linked genes. Okay, then another one is linkage are of two types. Linkage are of two types or two kinds. First one is complete linkage and another one is incomplete linkage. So let us understand here one by one. That is, first one is complete linkage. So what exactly the meaning of complete linkage? The linked gene which are closely located on the chromosomes. Okay, linked genes are closely located on the chromosome, do not separate. These are the located togetherly or close located on a chromosome that and inherit together and togetherly inherit. They are called as completely linked. Okay, totally all genes are located on a same chromosome and inherit together. That particular definition, it is known as completely linked, that is strong link. And this phenomena of their inheritance is called as complete genes. Okay, this phenomena, it is known as inheritance. Inheritance means a transmission from parents to their offsprings. That is a particular inheritance, and this phenomena, it is known as complete linkage. Okay, then the parental trait are inherited in offsprings. Okay, and naturally parental traits are inherited, mean transfer their from parents to their offsprings. Okay, for example of X chromosome in Drosophila male show complete linkage. So the example related to the complete linkage here is a Drosophila male. These Drosophila males show a complete linkage, means in Drosophila males here is X chromosome are responsible for to show the complete linkage in Drosophila males. Okay, then second kind, that is incomplete linkage. So what is the incomplete linkage? The linked genes which are distantly located on the same chromosome and have chance of separation by crossing over are known as incomplete linkage, that is weakly linked genes. Okay, then this phenomena of their inheritance is called as incomplete linkage. So thus new traits occur in offspring. So in this type of linkage, that is incomplete linkage, we observe a new trait occur in offspring. So in offspring, when we get offsprings, at that offsprings we found a new traits. Okay, so because of incomplete linkage. Okay, then, for example of G-maize. So in G-maize, color and shape of grain show incomplete linkage, means new changes occur. So in maize plant, there is a seed of color and its shape. Both are the, we found new, new traits. Okay. Then another one is linkage group. So what is the linkage group? So in linkage group, here is all the linked genes in a particular chromosome. So all type of linked genes in a particular chromosome constitute a linkage group. Okay, so all type of linked genes are a particular in a chromosome, that is a linked group. Okay, so the number of linkage group of a particular species correspond to its haploid number of chromosomes. So see again here, haploid number of chromosomes, that is Drosophila melanogaster has 4 linkage group that correspond to the 4 pairs of chromosomes. So 4 linkage group of chromosomes are correspond to the 4 pairs of chromosome, that is the Drosophila melanogaster or the link group. Okay, so in garden pea has 7 linkage groups and 7 pairs of chromosomes. Okay, so again the number of linkage group of a particular species correspond to its haploid number of chromosomes. For example of Drosophila melanogaster has 4 linkage group that correspond to the 4 pairs of chromosome. Okay, then another one is sex linkage. Okay, so the transmission or the inheritance of x linked or x gene. Okay, and y linked genes from parents to offspring, it is called as sex linked inheritance. Okay, so the transmission of X-linked and Y-linked genes from parents to offspring, it is known as sex-linked inheritance. Okay, so sex-linked inheritance is of 3 types: X-linked, Y-linked and XY-linked. Okay, these are the 3 types of linked inheritance. Okay, then this particular sex linked inheritance, so in this sex linked inheritance are we found here, see, are of 2 types: complete sex linkage and another one is incomplete sex linkage. Okay, so let us see here difference between complete sex linkage and incomplete sex linkage. So it is exhibited by genes located on non-homologous region of X and Y chromosome. So in previous lecture we have studied about the chromosome. So in that lecture we understand X and Y chromosome. So the X and Y chromosome, X chromosome is long and Y chromosome is short. So both the chromosomes, one part is a homologous and another part is a non-homologous. Okay, so it is exhibited by genes located. So complete sex linkage, it exhibit by genes located on non-homologous region of X and Y chromosome. So while incomplete sex linkage, it is exhibited by genes located on homologous region of X and Y chromosome. Okay, then second point of complete sex linkage, they inherit together because crossing over does not occur in this region. So inheritance process is performed togetherly, but crossing over does not occur in this region. So while in incomplete sex linkage, they do not inherit together. Here is a chromosomes or genes are do not inherit together because crossing over occur in this region. Okay, so for example, complete sex linkage, X-linked trait are hemophilia, red-green color blindness, myopia, nearsightedness. Y-linked are hypertrichosis and ichthyosis. Okay, these are the example under in a complete sex linkage. While incomplete sex linkage, for example of XY linked trait are total color blindness, nephritis and retinitis pigmentosa, etc. These are the example are included under in a incomplete sex linkage. Okay, then next point is crossing over. Okay, so what is the meaning of crossing over? So crossing over is a process that produces new combination of genes by interchanging and the corresponding segment between non-sister chromatid of homologous chromosomes. Okay, so let us again understand here. So this crossing over is a process. It is a process. What process? It process produces new combination. That is the recombination of genes by interchanging and exchanging of corresponding segment between non-sister chromatid of homologous chromosome. Then it occurs during patching of prophase first. And this crossing over process we found during patching of prophase first of meiosis cell division. Okay, the term crossing over was coined. Firstly, this term of crossing over is coined by Morgan. So as per view of Morgan, the mechanism of crossing over consists for sequential steps such as synapses, tetrad formation, crossing over, and terminalization. These are the four sequential steps. So the phenomena of crossing over is universal and it is necessary for the natural selection because it increases the chances of variation. Okay, this particular term coined Morgan, and then mechanism of crossing over consists four sequential steps, that is synapsis, tetrad formation, crossing over and terminalization. Okay, so the phenomena of crossing over is universal and it is necessary for the natural selection because it increases the chances of variation. Okay, then Morgan's experiment showing linkage and crossing over. So from this experiment Morgans used Drosophila melanogaster, that is fruit fly, for his experiment. Okay, then here is a particular Morgans what exactly perform with the help of this experiment. So before discussing this experiment, we understand who's Morgans. Okay, so let us see here Morgan's Hunt. Okay, Thomas Hunt Morgan was an American biologist. The scientist from American or the America, and this particular scientist related to the biology, that is the biologist. He used fruit fly from the performing its experiment. So in this experiment, he used fruit fly, that is Drosophila melanogaster, in genetic research and established the chromosomal theory of heredity. Okay. Also discovered the principle of linkage, sex linkage and crossing over. He also discovered principle of linkage as well as sex linkage and crossing over. Okay. The Morgan's work played key role in the field of genetics. He was awarded a Nobel Prize in 1933 in physiology and medicine. Okay, he won the Nobel Prize. Okay, in 1933. Okay, then Morgan crossed. So, performing experiment, he used two bodies, and these two bodies are crossed, that is intercrossed, and they are F1 hybrids. Okay, then Morgan crossed yellow bodies, white-eyed female to the wild type. Okay, he taking a yellow bodies, white-eyed female, and another parent body taking brown bodies, that is a red-eyed male, and both are the intercrossed their F1 progeny. Okay, see here is the Drosophila melanogaster. This is a female and this is a male part. Okay, so the female is a white-eyed. So see here, this is a white-eyed part, and yellow bodies, it's yellow body, and another one is a red eyes मेल बॉडी ब्राउन बॉडीज आहे याची. तर रेड आईज वाले जे मेल आहे ते मेल इथे यांनी घेतले आहे आणि व्हाईट आईज वाले फिमेल ड्रॉसोफिला मेलानोगास्टर त्यांनी ह्या एक्सपेरिमेंटसाठी घेतले. देन आफ्टर performing experiment means experiment because Drosophila can easily be cultured. So why he taken Drosophila? Why? Because this particular Drosophila can easily be cultured in laboratory. That's why he taken. Okay, its lifespan is short. Melanogaster lifespan is short, about 2 weeks. Moreover, it has high rate of reproduction. That's why he taken a Drosophila melanogaster. Okay. Then Morgan carried out several dihybrid cross experiments in fruit fly to study genes that are sex linked. The crosses were similar to dihybrid crosses. Okay, as carried out by Mendel in P. तर मेंडेल पीने ज्या पद्धतीने एक्सपेरिमेंट परफॉर्म केले, that way Morgan also performed. Then, for example, of Morgan and his group crossed yellow bodies. So Morgan taken a Drosophila female body and male body. Okay, after performing experiment, he found what found in this particular. He observed that the two genes do not segregate independently of each other, and F2 ratio deviated very significantly from 9:3, 3:3, 3:1 ratio. Okay, so that's the reason this different experiment performed Morgan's. Okay, Morgan and his group knew that the genes were located on X chromosome and stated that when two genes in a dihybrid cross are situated on the same chromosome, then the proportion of parental combination is much higher than non-parental type. Okay, this occurs. What we occur? This occurs due to physical association or linkage. Physical association or linkage of two genes. He also found that when genes are grouped on the same chromosome, okay, some genes are strongly linked. So at that time they show very few recombinations, that is 1.3%. When genes are loosely linked, that is present far away from each other on chromosome, they show their higher recombination. They show higher recombination. So in this 37.2% recombinations found. Okay. So this 37.2% ratio is a recombination ratio, and that is the higher ratio. Okay. So for example, genes for yellow body and white eye were strongly linked and showed only 1.3% recombination. In cross one, white bodies and miniature wings showed 37.2% recombination in cross 2. Okay. Cross 1 shows crossing over between genes by other small y and small w. Okay. So the cross 2 shows crossing over between genes, and white and miniature wings young here dominant, while type allele are represented with positive sign. Okay. So this particular combination we found from the Morgan's experiment. Okay. Then another one is, that is, see here in this picture, that is linkage and crossing over. See here parental, here is a cross one and another one is cross 2. So yellow white body, and this is a wild type. In this F1 generation, here is a wild type yellow white here. Then parental type 98.7%, recombinant type 1.3%, and the F2 generation also see here. Okay. Then cross second, in this cross second, here is a white miniature wild type and wild type and white miniature. Okay. This is the ratio of parental type 62.8% and recombinant type 37.2. Okay. Then another point is, that is uh, autosomal inheritance. Before going to autosomal inheritance, we understand here what exactly the meaning of inheritance. Okay. Then again, here is a human somatic, that is 2n number cell contains 23 pairs of chromosomes. Okay. So in these 23 pairs of chromosome, there is a 22 pairs are autosomes and only one pair is sex chromosome. Okay. So the autosomes control a variety of trait other than sex. Okay. So again we understand here, human somatic, that is 2n number of cell contains 23 pairs of chromosome. They can be divided functionally as autosomes, that is 22 pairs of autosome and sex chromosome. Okay, only single pair of sex chromosome. A single pair of chromosome is involved in sex determination, and remaining 22 pairs are called autosomes. Okay, so autosomes control a variety of traits other than sex. So these traits are called autosomes. Okay, so these autosomes, we see here autosomes link trait. So it is also known as autosome link traits. Okay, so the transmission of body. So see again here, these traits are called as autosome link trait. Okay, so the autosomal inheritance, what is the definition of transmission of body character other than the sex linked trait from parents to their offspring through autosomes? It is called as autosomal inheritance. For example of autosomal in dominant trait like widow's peak and Huntington's disease. Okay, then another one is autosomal recessive trait like phenylketonuria, that is PKU, and cystic fibrosis and sickle cell anemia. So this is the example of autosomal inheritance. So let us start one by one. See here widow's peak. First of all, we understand here widow's peak. So the continuation from this point, we understand here. So this picture, so this is the show widow peak and straight hair line. So in widow peak, See here, this widow peak shape, and this is the no widow peak shape. Again here, this is widow peak show a hairline. Okay, style of hairline. So in dominant widow's peak and recessive straight. Okay, so a prominent V-shaped hairline on forehead, it is described as widow's peak. Okay, so widow's peak, what described here? V-shaped. V-shaped. See here, V-shaped जे आकार असतं, that show a widow's peak. Okay, it is determined by autosomal dominant gene. So it is determined by autosomal genes. So widow's peak occurs in homozygous dominant and also heterozygous individuals. So autosomal dominant means capital W and heterozygous means capital W and small w, that is the individuals. Okay, so see, autosomal dominant in this particular equal chances of inheritance in male and female. Okay, so again see here, the individuals with homozygous recessive, that is small w genotype have a straight hairline. Genotype have a straight hairline, no widow's peak. Here is a no widow's peak. So this is a straight line hair style. Okay, so both males and females have equal chances of inheritance. Okay, so again here is a widow's peak. So what is the differentiate widow's peak? Widow's peak prominently V-shaped. Okay, this hairline V-shaped. This is the widow peak and this is no widow peak. Here is a see, here is a particular straight line here. Okay, then another one is, that is what? Phenylketonuria, that is PKU. So from this PKU, recessive autosomal disorder. This is a autosomal disorders. Okay, so it is just, we know that it is an inborn metabolic disorder. Inborn metabolic disorder caused due to recessive autosomal genes. It is an inborn metabolic disorder. Okay, when metabolic means cutting the food material means digestive process. Then when recessive genes are present in homozygous condition, that is phenylalanine hydroxylase enzymes is not produced. Okay, so the enzymes is essential for conversion of amino acid phenylalanine into tyrosine. Okay, so again here is a phenylalanine hydroxylase enzyme is not produced. Okay, so and phenylalanine is not converted into tyrosine. Okay, then hence phenylalanine and its derivatives are accumulated in blood and cerebrospinal fluid, that is CSF. Okay, so the from this CSF, it affects development of brain and causes mental retardation. Okay, so the excess of phenylalanine is exerted in urine, hence this is disease is called as phenylketonuria. Okay, so again affects, see here, excess of phenylalanine is exerted in urine. Okay, so here is a today's topic is completed. Then next point we will discuss in next lecture. So thank you.